Now, the problem with the bad ankle is you can't stand to do dishes, right? So they pile up, kind of, right? Because when you're cooking, you hurt, right? Where you never hurt before, right? So now you gotta wash the dishes. And again, it's not that you're lazy, right? If you feel pain, right, and you were fine until you were injured on base from a 3-story fall, right? What does that associate with? The 3-story fall. Even if you, again, were in a car wreck before and you went on from that like nothing happened, right? You don't know why. You don't know why. You have amnesia of the whole thing, even the wreck itself. Is that normal either? No. No. I don't know, right? Some people die in car wrecks. Some people don't. And some people, if they believe in Jesus, might have to be resurrected from the dead. I don't know. All I know is it's like I went to sleep, and that's what he compares the death of Lazarus, the boy, and the girl, at least before the cross, right? And about 2 people were resurrected after the cross, too, right? A woman who Peter resurrected, and then a young man who Paul resurrected. The man also fell 3 stories, right? But that's because Paul's sermon was long-winded. Even, damn. It was longer than, I know, 5 minutes, right? Or an hour. Mm-hmm. Maybe as your churches do it today, right? And he's teaching from the altar. He's in one of the places he writes to later on in Rome. He's not there yet, by the way. No, not yet. Not yet. Mm-hmm. Are you putting it, though, in real time either? No. See, the story isn't just a story to get you to believe in the Messiah of Israel. It's something that could be historical, right? Yeah. well. See, it's not God who doesn't forgive you. The bad guy did something real bad, right? He might have even committed suicide after his sin with Adam and Eve, right? Which is what the Bible's hinting at the sin was, right? It don't say it. Why? Mm-hmm. Moses teaches you about trees, right? And they talk about it as a metaphor for rulers as well, even kings, compared to as trees, right? So if you have that two interpretation of the word tree, and it's the same word, right? It's not a different word for it, right? Whether it's a human tree or a tree that produces fruit from its limbs at the budding of the limb, right, where it produces fruit. The point is, and I mean tree limb, not limb or liam. Neither one. And so I gotta do the dishes, right? I don't know. So, it's around 5:23, right? Well, you're in the house bored. I'm in the house disabled, bored, and with nothing I can really do that doesn't hurt. Right. Whereas before, even after the wreck, I'm bouncing back. Like, snap. Snap. Oh, I will attack, and you don't want that. I got the power. Hey, I'm doing a little different. You're doing a little different. That's from Snap, I guess. I got the power, right? Right. That makes it educational because I'm impersonating the instruments and the vocalists, right? And the artists who created it, right? I don't know all the details about the producers or the publishers or the people who put out the record or the label, right? That put out the record, right? Or the song, right? But I know who I heard it on the radio and was told who sung it, right? And that's all I can tell you about it right now, right? Now, of course, to be perfect, you look up the info, but still, right, right. And I'm talking because I'm trying to distract myself while I'm figuring out what I need to do next. Now, what am I going to make for dinner tonight? First things first, right? Hamburger helper. I got a bunch of those, right? But what kind, right? This is cheeseburger ranch burger, right? With kind of twisty noodles. This is 4 cheese lasagna with real cheese. This is another cheesy ranch burger. Ow. Ow. And this is double cheeseburger macaroni, right? So, I got 2 that are similar, 2 that are different, right? And so, should we do the cheesy ranch burger? Right. That'll work. That'll work. Because nothing happens in life without having to work it out, right? And I'm trying to work this out, right? With someone, right? Who might not understand what they did. They shouldn't have done, right? Right. Now, right. Another thing you might need is a lot, out my ignorance, is a lot of that I gotta sit down to do it, right? Right. Which is kind of awkward, right? But you're not talking to me either. You're trying to make me do something. I keep trying to explain to you I can't really do any more than the same, right? And you don't want to listen either, right? So I just ignore you as you're ignoring me, right? When I'm telling you something, you ignore me, right? I can't make you listen, right? No, I can't. No, I can't. But you're trying to make it all the problem, including the Bible, and the Bible is the problem. Because they're making it the problem. But why is it the problem? Because they're not interpreting it correctly, right? See, the thing about any religious books is it includes rules, right? All of them do, right? Yeah, I know, right? So, the general rules are the 10 Commandments, right? The other rules are arbitrarily, mainly for the religion that God is establishing, I guess, through Moses, right? If you want to call it that, right? Now, Moses is still raised as an Egyptian, though, right? And you also got to make sure that none of his beliefs are influenced by Egypt either, right? If they are, he could be making mistakes, I know. And overdoing it, right, sometimes, right? You can give me a bunch of rules, right? Right. But is there a punishment if I break the rules for one? And does the punishment fit the crime, right? If my wife commits adultery, right, should I divorce her or stone her? Even if she's not my wife, I can't stone her, but by the way, right? Anyway, why is it even my business? If you know what I mean, right? Well, it's not your business. It's not your business unless it's your wife committing the adultery, right? Well, I keep trying to explain to you, right? Don't bring me some strange woman and ask me what to do if she commits adultery against her husband. I can't tell you that, right? I'm not her husband. To answer that question, right? Whew. That's the first thing you got to understand about the law. Mm-hmm. Even Jesus as the Messiah couldn't stone a woman who ate his wife. Nope. Nobody can. Nobody can. For one. If she's not his wife, I keep telling you there's a reason I'm pointing this out, right? You're not listening to the reason. And I know better, and you know better, don't you, right? You know everything, right? But you might be misinterpreting it. We both might be misinterpreting it. That's the problem too, right? If you're accusing me of misinterpreting it, I might feel the same way about you. Even a brother and sister can be in a disagreement about something, right? And again, right, depending on what it is, right? Right. It shouldn't ever come to attempt to murder of either one, right? Right. We shouldn't murder each other over an argument, right? That's kind of what he means, right? Anyway, right. Oh. Well, some people are educated, some people aren't, but experience is a teacher too, right? Wait, some of you forget that, right? They don't want the school of hard knock life for us. Right. See, some people go to the school of hard knocks. I mean, you're fighting a war you shouldn't be fighting over a subject that shouldn't be an issue, right? The way it is, right? Mm-hmm. Right. So then you set up the pan to cook. Now, that could take a while, right? So I'm gonna sit right on the chair, right? And I gotta be at a certain. I'm gonna try and sit up too for reasons, right? Cause posture sometimes matters, right? Sometimes it don't matter, right? But it still shouldn't take too long to cook, right? So we're getting this ready, right? So we're done decided which hamburger helper we wanted, where we're put the. Where did I put a bowl up? You know, that could be me. Nope. There it is. And these are kind of squiggly noodles. Whatever you want to call them. Right. But if you can't even introduce yourself to someone, right? Food. What you eat might and kind of introduce you to them, right? What you have to do during the day. And you can't do this in the TikTok, right? This is more educational too, right? Because we all gotta cook. Now, we gotta read the directions though of the hamburger helper. So first you prepare the meat. Then you bring it to a bowl. After you prepare it, you reduce the heat and cover and simmer for about 14 minutes, stirring occasionally until pasta is tender. If necessary, uncover and cook while stirring an additional 1 to 3 minutes to desired consistency. 4. Add something. Mayonnaise. Nothing. I got some, but I don't have to do that. I'm alright. But it's a suggestion. I guess that's to make it the ranch or whatever, right? And this is put out by who? Betty Crocker or something, right? Right. Not even sure. So I'm going to need 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. We'll take tablespoon, right? 1 1/4 cup of water. 2 cups of milk. And 1 teaspoon of mayonnaise, right? Or a tablespoon of mayonnaise, right? But I can skip that, right? See, they wanted some kind of ranch, right? Well, if that's what I gotta do to make it, right, I might not do that, right? Then it's just cheesy burger again. So it's up to me to add those 2 different ingredients, but I need at least 2 cups of milk, right? And 1 1/4 cup of water, right? To make the dish complete, right? Now, I might also add spices. I got some accent, right? Light salt.